Hello everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Xayah, Legends of a Drift System with the Embers of a Forsaken Star and Missions and Powers expansions. And we're just about to start episode 4, but before we do, something interesting to talk about. During last episode, I mentioned this on the veteran title card where it was talking about spent and unspent missions, and I couldn't find anywhere what all that was about. Anyway, Doug Scott, one of our viewers, did a little investigation and he found out what it is. It's when you actually complete a mission. So here's the thief mission that Vess Virgo completed. Remember when she had to get adjacent to Aquasign's ship and take those plans off a computer? She rolled a 19, got 5,000 credits. Well, apparently you can spend these, you keep them, and what happens is if you do another thief mission and say you've got to roll on a similar table to this and you roll a 1 to 5 where you'd be detected, well, you can actually spend a completed mission, this one in this case, to actually roll on it again. So it's like a re-roll. Now, there's only 2 people completed missions so far. Vess Virgo with this thief mission and also Johnny Neptune with a shuttle mission. So what I've done is I've dug them out of the discard pile over there and give them back. So these will count to that veteran title card. So they've both completed 1 mission. So she needs to complete another 2 thief missions, and Johnny needs to complete another couple of shuttle missions. And Johnny's actually got a shuttle mission, another shuttle mission. So yes, so that's what that means. Now, I've not seen that even on any playthroughs at all. I've watched a lot of playthroughs of Xayah, and I've not seen anybody do that. So how weird's that? Okay, so done that. Pop that back on Vess's player tray. And another thing that got noticed by Lynn, another eagle-eyed viewer, was that when the skimmer, Vess Virgo, actually went to the harvest spot here on Outpost 338, they actually crossed another mission point. So we need to look at 3 more cards. She should have looked at 6, not just 3. So here's the smuggler card that she had picked, but we're going to pick 3 more just to see if there's a better one. So we'll do a cut, and 1, 2, 3. Pop those over there, and let's see, shall we? So first up, Private Eye. Find and report illegal activity. Listen, we need you to find out what's going on, and we're willing to pay if you find anything. We're just trying to keep people safe. So it's got Blench and Calicus, but we haven't got Blench yet. So, nope. Next one. Assist. Starside Travel Assistance. As I'm sure you're aware, this increased demand for hollow and plasma means more captains stranded by nebulae. We've been contacted to keep things moving. That's where you come in. So you fly to any nebula. We've got a couple on the board. Place 1, 2 or 3,000 coins on this card, and you target the second player on your left. As an action, when adjacent to the target, spend X energy. Target may choose 1, heal X damage, gain X energy, or move up to 2 spaces. Then you gain all the credits on this card. Maybe. And cargo. Deliver goods to clients. We need some cyber and anything else that might help us with the dive. A team of archaeologists is hoping to explore the lost civilization on Calicus. Pick up cargo cubes. Payment determined by cargo delivered. So there we go. Oh, up to 9,000 if we can get some ember. Deliver cargo to Calicus. And in fact, that looks pretty good, because we can get hollow and cyber, and that's 4,000, which is excellent. And yes, cyber, I think we can buy that from Lunari. So we're going to take cargo. So we'll get rid of that smuggler one. So out of the 6 that she looked at, she's actually picked cargo. We'll put that onto her player area. Okie doke, and we'll get rid of these. Righto, I think that is us all caught up. So, time for our action phase for Johnny Neptune. And here we are with Johnny Neptune. What are we going to do with him? There's that shuttle mission that he completed, dug it out of the discard, and he's got another shuttle mission, which is go to the Tigris Gate, pick up some passengers and take them to Outpost 338. So we've got to bear that in mind. And we've got some spice already. There's 4 spice on the economy board there, and we're on Kemplar 2. So let's pick up some more spice. And on our way across to Neo-Damascus to sell it, we will go via the Tigris Gate, pick up these passengers, and then on the way back, we'll go via Outpost 338 and try and complete that mission. Then he'll have 2 shuttle missions towards the veteran title. How funky is that? Okay, things seem to be going pretty well for Johnny, but we saw what happened to Vess last turn, so we'll have to see. Okay, let's pick up these, and we'll go across to our map and see what's going on there. And here we are at the map. So let's put our 4 tokens here, and this is Johnny with his new ship, the Lone Drifter. As you can see, we're right next to the buy space, and it seems a shame to waste an engine on it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use our impulse. We've only got an impulse of 2 anyway, so we'll flip that over, and we'll pop onto the buy space and stop. So we could buy 2 spice for 1,000. We've got 2,000 credits. And we're going to risk it, even though I said I should perhaps keep some keep some credits just in case. We're actually going to spend all of that. So now we can pick up 4 of these. So we've picked up 4 spice. We'll put that into the ship. There we go. And we've still got a spare cargo space, but we've now got 5 spice in his ship, and that costs 2,000. And is there anything else? No, I think that is it. So we've used the impulse power to get here, so now we're going to use one of these armed tokens, pop that onto the M22 engine, and that means we roll a D6. Blue D6, can we see? No, we can't, so pop this on the Burning Horse Nebula and we'll roll it there. That's a 5. With his GTS, that's a 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're next to the mission point, but we haven't quite made it yet. So we're going to use our second arm token on his M22 engine. Let's give it a roll. And we've rolled a 2, but with his GTS, that's a 3. So 1 to go on the mission point. Now, collecting, I don't think we have to stop. We're picking up the passengers here, I think. Or let's just check. Let's just check. So, player turns here. Action phase. Missions, draw. Oh no, it's an objective. We're picking up passengers. So, it's collecting cargo cubes. Yeah. So, mission objective, we've got to stop, unfortunately. So, that's a bit of a downer. But we've picked up the passengers. Let's have a look at the shuttle mission. We are going to outpost 338, and I think that's 3 to 4 sectors. Yes, it is. So what we'll do is we'll put 3,000 credits on this card, and that will tell us we've picked the passengers up, we've collected the fare, but we've yet to cash it in. So there's 3,000 down there. And yes, we've got to head back. Now we can either go through the nebula, and I think that's what we're going to... It's go through the nebula or through the debris field, really. So let's just move the kiln out of the way for a second. The kiln's here. So we could cut through the debris field, and I think that's what we're going to do. Now on a debris field, we've got to roll greater than a 3. If we don't roll greater than a 3, then we've had it. But first, let's use our final engine and pop that on there, and we'll roll another d6. Come on. Come on. A 2. So that is 4. Movement, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, and because we've passed through there, what we've got to do is, oh, I also get 3 missions, don't I? In fact, I'm not going to pick the missions because he's got 1. Yeah, he can only have 1 mission, and yeah, he's took the money for it, so he's going to complete it, so we're not going to bother picking up the missions, even though we obviously went to the mission point. Now we've got to roll a d20, and we've got to get over a 3. Come on. A 17, that's fine. So we were fine going through the debris field, and we've finished up here. So that's fantastic. No problems. And we can put the kiln back where it was, which was at the top there. So we're well on our way to Neo Damascus. So good stuff. Picked up some spice, picked up some passengers, and we're heading to Neo Damascus. That is it for Johnny Neptune, I think. Let's just... well, for his action phase, let's go back to the player tray, and he's in space, so he will not be having a business phase, so we'll go straight to the status phase. And here we are at the status phase, so he's got all of his stuff here. We've got a marker that we didn't use, so we'll put that on. That remains armed. And we're in the status phase, so he does get his impulse back. And these go onto disarmed, because he used them on his engine. And then he's going to spend 3 of his energy. 1, 2, 3, putting them onto 8 to arm these again. And he should be easily be able to get to Neo Damascus next turn. Did he get any fame points or anything? No, he didn't. So I think that's pretty much it for him. Let's just check the player card. Yeah, we don't need to... We didn't have any ice damage or anything like that. We're not drawing any titles. So, yeah, we're fine. Okay, that's it for Johnny Neptune. Next up is Cobra Hex. And here we are with Cobra Hex and the Easy Tiger. So, quite straightforward for him. What we're going to do is we're going to take these armed markers. He's going to pick up the last 2 of these plasma cubes on the buy space at Neo Damascus. Then he's going to head towards Lunari and try and sell them. And hopefully he'll be able to get a ship during the business phase. Oh, and just to mention, we bought up all the spice. Johnny Neptune bought up all the spice on the economy board. So what we've got to do is we've got to put 1,000 credit coin on there. And... the next person to sell hollow, which would go into spice, Yeah, next person to sell hollow will pick up that 1,000 credits, because any hollow that he sells will become spice. So that's something for people to remember if they are going to Kemplar 2 with a haul of hollow. Okay, anyway, let's get across to the board and see what we're going to do with the Easy Tiger. And here we are with the Easy Tiger. He's here on the sell space. So I think what we'll do first is we'll use his impulse, because once again we've got somebody else on the buy space, so he's going to use the impulse, and that gives him 3 movement. So he's going to go 1, and then he's going to use 1, then he's going to use his 2 to be able to use the buy space there. And he can buy, I think, yes, it's plasma. So he's going to buy the last 2 cubes of plasma, pop those in his 2 empty cargo hold spaces. We're going to take the coin, put that onto the plasma part of the economy board, and yes, he's going to be heading towards Lunari. So let's use an armed token, pop that onto his M22 engine. So he's going to roll a D6. He is our red player, so he's going to use the red 6-sided die. And he rolls a 6, so we don't even need to use his GTS. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's on an edge of a sector, so he's going to use 1 of his energy, and he's going to explore in here. So let's do a cut, and let's see what we get. Oh, Doravin 5. So we've got yet another planet. So on the edge here, it's the square. So we're going to have to match it up to that. What else is on here before I put it down? So it's a neutral planet. It's got a spawn point 4. It's got a mission point. You can actually sell cyber here and buy terror. So now we've got a planet you can actually buy terror on, and it does have an exploration point, or token should I say. So we'll pop that here. There we go. And ooh, seems to be sticking up at an odd angle. There we go. Right, I'll sort that out later. Don't know what's up with that. And yes, so in fact, put that on there, flatten it out. That'll flatten it out. And is it worth going there? Actually, you can actually sell cyber there. So yeah, we've got 3 planets altogether here. This is an example of where a trader player could really run away with the game when you've got fame points. You know, you'd just be going round all these 3, you know, and you know, it'd be really easy, like, to win on fame points here. And it's just the way the actual tiles come out. We selected them randomly, but there you go. Let's just place the exploration token. So what's that? That's an 8 and a 5. Well, the 8 and the 5 have already gone. We've already put that out somewhere else. 1 and a 1. So that's easy. We'll pop that here. And what are we going to do now? I think we've still got 2 engines that we can use. So we are going to use another engine, but I think we should be able to pick up that exploration token while we're about it. So we'll roll for our engine, another 6. So we'll pick that up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're now planet side, and we got a cyber cube. which is bad because we've got nowhere to put it. So what happens there is we take a cybercube from the supply, and because we couldn't pick it up, it stays where it was. So it's on there. So he went there to have a look, and it was a cybercube, and he was like, oh, I can't, this cargo crate that's floating around in space, I can't pick it up, I haven't got any room. So he's been forced to leave it there. But he does get the token, and we'll do this now. He's going to turn these tokens in. He's now got 2. He's not going to get a fame point. What he's going to do is he's going to take the money. So he's took 2,000 credits. He now has 6,000 credits, so he's got enough for a ship, which is great. And he's right on the edge here of Lunari. Now he does have, he's got plenty of missions, so he's not going to go through the mission point there. He's just going to look to go to the sell spot and sell his plasma cubes. So a 3, which would be a 5. He's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to pick up this one for 3 and 4 and stop there. So what did he get with this one? Energy. So he refills his energy, goes back up to 8. Remember, he used an energy to scan. And he's got another token. That has pissed Aquascion off. She was hoping to get down there and pick that up. But there is that, she can pick up that cybercube, can't she? So not too bad. Okay. Right. So he's done that. Have I used all his engines now? I think I have, haven't I? Came out of there, then here, and then again, yes. So he has used all of his engines up. He's not going to use anything else, so this goes back on his armed spot on his player card. And we're just going to sell. So he's going to sell 2 plasma cubes. 1,000 each, so he gets another 2,000 here, so he's now got 8,000 credits, which is brilliant. And those 2 cubes would be going back onto the economy board, but they change into cyber. So cyber is now at 5. There are now 5 cyber cubes on the economy board. And he doesn't pick up that 1,000 credits because they went onto the economy board as cyber. They didn't go onto the economy board as plasma. So he doesn't pick that up. So there are now 5 cyber cubes on the economy board. And I think that is it for his action phase. He's going to stay there on Lunari, and that means we can move straight into his business phase. And here we are at the business phase for the Easy Tiger, but it's not going to be the Easy Tiger for long because he's going to spend some of this lovely moolah. So let's take 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which leaves him with 3,000, and he's going to upgrade his ship, which we'll do in a moment. Take all of these off, because he'll be putting these on the new ship. We may upgrade some of these. Take his impulse marker off and all of that. Yep, so I'll be back in a moment with his new ship. And here I am. And he's come back and he has bought the Gaiden. So here it is. Looks very funky, very sleek. There it is. And that's the new ship of Cobra Hex. So we'll put that over here on Lunari, on the cell space, and we'll also give it its little red collar. So we know it's Cobra's ship. We can put the Easy Tiger back in the box. And yeah, what we've done is we've kept his blasters. We're upgrading to a Halon engine. So that's going to cost us 1,000 that we get from his old engine, plus another 1,000. So that leaves him with 2,000 credits. And he's got a Halon engine, so he's rolling a D8. He's still got his GTS, he's still got his M-Comp, and as I say, he's still got the blasters. That leaves him with 3 cargo space still, but he is the bounty hunter, so he's not really looking to do a great deal of trading. He's done a bit, but it's just to get some cash together to buy a new ship, really. Now, the Gaiden. What special ability has he picked? He's picked a Scarlight hull. Self-sealing polysteel. Try saying that quickly. Gaiden, when you would take damage, reduce the damage by 1, or reduce it by 3 instead if it is combat damage. So I think that'd be really good. Unblockable damage cannot be reduced. The -3 reduction isn't negated by shield piercers since it's not a shield. Okie doke. During your status phase, skip the freeze step. So if we ever end up with ice damage, it's not going to spread because the self-sealing polysteel hull will prevent it spreading. So that's really good as well. During your business phase, you may repair regular damage at no cost. So that is great as well. So this is the Gaiden. And he keeps TAC X, even though we haven't used it yet. But once we do start doing combat, then this reroll will be immense. And we keep that from the Easy Tiger. And, right, let's just carry on. Business phase. He's got all of his energy back. So that's it. I've put all the armed markers that were on his original engine. I've put those as disarmed. So that's it for the business phase. I don't think we're doing anything else. So let's move into the status phase. And here we are at the status phase. We do have a fame point to collect. Why? Because he sold at least 2 cubes of plasma. So that moves him up to asteroid worm. So there we go. He's an asteroid worm. I'm sure he's delighted. There we go. Cobra Hex, the asteroid worm. What else can we do? Well, we can actually rearm now because it's a status phase. That normally cost us 3 energy, but because we're in a starport, we can put it back up to 10. Gets his impulse back. That's great. And other than that, I think that is it for the status phase. So he's doing pretty well. He's finally got his new ship. I think with his new hull and his blasters that he upgraded, I think it was last episode, I think he's now ready to go on the hunt. So he's going to pop up towards Smuggler's Den, see if he can sort out that cell sword. So that'll be something to look forward to. He's got 2,000 credits spare. We'll keep those. He might have. He might be able to buy some cyber. Perhaps he'll buy some cyber and go and sell it at Doravin 5. We'll see. Okay, so that is it for the. I was going to say the Easy Tiger, but no, that is it for the Gaiden and Cobra Hex. Next up, it is, in fact, the Enforcer. I just remembered in time. So we've got the Enforcer here. Now, he is on his way to Lunari. And, yeah, Doravin 5 is a neutral planet. So he's going to carry on to, well, he'd carry on to Lunari anyway. But, yeah, he's on his way to Lunari. So we'll go across to the board. And the Enforcer moves 6, I believe. So let's see if he can make it to Lunari. And here we are with the Enforcer. He's just here, so he gets to move another 6. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's just got to the spawn point there. Next turn, assuming that some outlaw or something doesn't appear right next to him, he'll go into Lunari, and then he'll start the trek back to Kempler 2. As soon as he's within a sector of an outlaw, then he will start hunting them down. But as it stands, he's just making his way to Lunari. Okay, that's it for the Enforcer. That is it for Cobra Hex. Next up is the Puddle Jumper. And here we are with Aqua Scion and the Puddle Jumper. But I think we will be getting a new ship very soon. She's got 2,000 credits and there's plenty of cash in her hold, and it's not too far to Lunari to actually sell it. So great news. That's what she's going to be doing. And there is that cube of cyber that she can pick up on the way. That cube of cyber that Cobra Hex wasn't able to pick up. She does have a spare cargo hold space, so good stuff, good stuff. She's also got a shuttle mission, but she'd have to get to Pelmont, so we'll go to Lunari first. Okay, let's go across to the board and see what she's going to do. And here we are at the board, and there is the Puddle Jumper there. So first things first, I think she's going to spend one of her armed markers, and she's going to set off that Halon engine, which is a D8. She doesn't have a GTS, but I think when we get a new ship, if she's got an opportunity, I think she'll actually buy one. She has been lagging behind a little bit. And a 7. A 7 helps though. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick that cargo up. And collecting cargo is like a minor action, so that's fine. She'll put that in the hold. Good stuff. And that was 5, wasn't it? So 6, 7 to here. And that way she can avoid this guy. And because she's hit an edge, and that edge has got, what's that, a circle. So yes, she's going to use an energy, and we're going to have another look at the space. She's going to have a scan, a long-range scan. So here is, we'll give him a bit of a shuffle. I've been cutting a lot, but let's shuffle up as well. And we'll just do this every so often. It's only so often that you can cut them, isn't there? So let's just mix it up a bit. And this is the one that she's going to have a look at. Oh, and we've got another gate, the Samara gate. So what's this got on it? It's got a mission point. It's also got some ice asteroids by the look of it. And yes, very good. It's got a thing here, says first player to use the gate earns a fame point. But we've already got that. I think the Tigris gate, that gave us that. Now this is a bit odd because this is the only functioning gate. The other gate is the Tigris gate, which isn't functioning at the moment. So we'll need yet another gate like this before we can actually travel between the two. But this is the Samara gate. We've got to put it to the square, which is there. Oh no, it's a circle. It's a circle, you buffoon. So there we go. And in fact, getting to that gate would be a problem because of this wall of ice asteroids. But yes, and we've run out of space. We won't be able to put one here, just there. We've put one below, so we might be able to get around this way, but we can't go out that way because we've run out of space. The galaxy doesn't go that far. But yeah, that's in there. That cost us a energy. So we're on 9 energy. And yes, we're going to roll again. She's going to use her engines again. So let's roll the D8. And she rolls a 6. Remember, she doesn't have a GTS yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, she can't get to the sell spot. But, yeah, they're following each other round. That's the problem. So she can't get to that sell spot. And she doesn't have, she only has 1 remaining movement. If she had 2 remaining movements, she'd be able to use it. But as it is, she's going to have to use her impulse to actually use it. So she is. Put that onto the grey side. So she's used 2. In fact, she's moved up. No, she's already got a mission. We're not going to go on to the mission point. So she's going to use her impulse, which allows her to sell her cargo. So she's going to sell plasma. She's got 4 plasma cubes. So that is 4,000 credits. 4 plasma cubes. Now these go to cyber, but there are 5 cyber on the board. So that means 1 cyber goes on the economy board and the other 3 don't. So the economy board is full up for cyber, but she can still sell it. That's not a problem. So she still gets the 4,000 credits. So there we are, which means she has got 6,000 credits and she can buy a ship. A tier 2 ship, which is good. Okay, so she's still got a, yeah, because she used her, what was it there? She used her impulse, so she still could use an engine. And she has got the, because she's the puddle jumper. Now, what I'd do normally is I'd go off planet. But I want to stay on planet because we want to buy another ship. So what we do, we will use this last engine, but we're not going to go very far. And even if we roll a 1, it doesn't matter because we only want to go 1 space. We rolled a 5, as it happens. We're going to go onto the cyber space here for buying. And we may buy some cyber, but I think that'll be next turn. We're not going to do it this turn. It depends how much money we've got left after we've done a little shopping. So that is the end of her action phase, and next up will be the business phase. And here we are at the business phase. So she does get that energy back anyway because we're on a planet. And she's going to spend 5,000 of these credits to get a new ship. And I shall pop away and get that ship for you right now. I'll be back in a moment. And we're back with Aquasine and her new ship, which is the Scrambler. So this has got a hold of 14, an impulse of 3, and energy of 10. I've put all of her outfits onto it. We're not going to get a GTS just yet because I want to use this 1,000 credits to buy some cyber next turn. And Doravin 5, where we sell cyber, well, that's right next door. So I don't think we'll have any problems getting there. So she's got the cyber here, whatever she can buy at Lunari. And then we should have more than enough credits to get her a GTS, probably get a 2 or 3. So we'll just leave it for the moment. Everything's been put on there. What is the Scrambler's special ability? Let's put that mission in there. The special ability that we're going to use is nano regeneration. Microscopic robots repair your ship. The Scrambler. As an action, spend 2 energy and roll a d20. 1 to 4, nothing happens. Error 28, device not found. And All the other ones up to 20 remove damage from the ship. Now remember, she's a bit of a prospector, a miner, so if we can remove damage from the ship when we're actually, you know, in a debris field, or, well, no, a debris field, you just sort of like get destroyed. If you're in an asteroid field, then we can get rid of all the damage for next to nothing. So that's great. So whereby, who was it? Cobra Hex got that special hull. That was like for damage from like combat that he had got that. She's getting the nano regeneration robots for damage from actually mining and prospecting. So I think that'll come in pretty well for her. And remember, even though that costs 2 energy, she does have the energy scoop. We've been going from planet to planet, so we haven't really used that much. But once we're out in the asteroids mining, then we'll be using the energy scoop to power those robots, as well as to get us home, probably. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think. That is the end of the business phase. So next up, it is the status phase. And here we are at the status phase. Now, she's sold at least 2 plasma cubes there, which means, yes, she also becomes an asteroid worm. So she gets a fame point for doing that. We can arm all our tokens again. So those go up. Would cost 3, 1, 2, 3, but we get back the energy because we're on a planet. We also get our impulse power back, which is great news. And I think that's pretty much it for her. But we still have to do the merchant. So let's get back to the board. The merchant's going to be moving 9. He is currently moving towards, let's have a look here. He's currently moving towards Neo Damascus, and then he'll head towards Lunari. Okay, right, back to the board. And here we are at the board, and here we are with the trader, the merchant. So he's going to go 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's actually got on the planet, but he hasn't made it to the cell space yet. So he'll have to do that next turn. Okay, that's it for the merchant. That's it for Aquasian and the Krembler. And next up is Ves Virgo in the Skimmer. And here we are with Ves Virgo. Just before we crack on with her though, I realised I forgot to put the Krembler Mini on to the board. So this is Aquasian's new ship, the Krembler. So we'll put that back on the cell space, sorry, the buy space in Lunari. And now we'll crack on with Ves Virgo. She's in a pickle. She is in a pickle. So we've got all of this damage. Even if we get back to our planet, we can't really get rid of it because we've got no money. But we do have this new cargo card that we got because we found those 3 extra missions and she's gone for this one. Now, we can get some cyber if we go to Pelmont and we don't die. So we're going to go to Pelmont. It's debris field, so we will have to roll a d20, but it's only a 1 to 3 on which you will die. So those are good odds, and we're going to go for it. We do have a cargo space, so we could pick up 1 cyber. As soon as we get that cyber, we're going to hightail it to Kempler 2 if we can, because what I want to do is obviously get all my energy back. And yes, from Kempler 2... what we'll have to do then is make our way to Calicus. If we had full energy, I'd probably try and get to Calicus and obviously finalise this, get a fame point and get the 2,000 credits, and then we could like repair the ship. But I don't think we'll be able to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get to Pelmont. We're going to try and get some cyber there, and then get back to Kempler 2. So we'll need these. And yes, let's pop along to the board. And here we are with the skimmer. Okay, so we want to get down here to the harvest spot in Pelmont. So, and then we can get a cyber on a 4 to 20. So we're going to try and do that. So first of all, first thing we're going to do is we're going to activate the Halon engine. She's got a GTS, remember. So we need the D8. High number, come on. And we get a crappy one, which is 3. So 1, 2, 3. We go on to the recall. We're going to keep the recall token where it is. And even though we did go over a mission point, but we're not going to draw any more missions. We're happy with the one we've got. So we're going to have to go again. Could have done without rolling a 1. Oh, dearie me. Right, so roll again. And this time we get an 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to stop on here. Yeah, why didn't we roll that 8 first off? So we're going to stop on here. Now that is a debris field, so we're going to have to roll. So we've gone into a debris field, let's roll. And 13, so we're fine. And that also counts as our roll because it's the harvest spot. We've gone straight onto the harvest spot. We do get a cyber, which doesn't come from the economy board, but from the supply. So we've picked up that cyber. Yeah, excellent. Right, so we'll pop that in there. Okay, so now we've got to get the hell out. What I would have liked to have done, if I had enough energy, was to search here. And then we might have got a nice tile here and got over to Calicus and been able to finish that mission off. But we're going to run out of energy, and I don't want to be on Calicus with only having impulse power. All right, so yes, we don't fancy that. So I don't. Can we afford to have a look anyway? I'm just thinking. I've got impulse power, so I could move to here, stop, scan, just see what's here. And that'd still leave me with 3 energy. So, and then I'd have to spend 2 for me recall. No, I wouldn't be able to get there. I wouldn't be able to get there. So we've got our cyber anyway. So now what we're going to try and do is we're going to use... yeah. We're going to use 2 energy, so we're going to go down to 3 energy, and we're going to use the recall, and we're going to plop back here. So we jump using our recall ability. Let's just remind myself. Oh right, we've actually got to roll a d20 for that. So anything, it's only 1 sector, so we've just got to roll over a 4, 5 or better, a 7, that's good enough. So we've gone to there. We're in normal space, and for free we can actually pick this up, so we are going to pick it up, put it over here. And now we're going to use our final engine spot on our Halon engine. And we're going to roll a d8, and we need an 8 again. Well, or a 6. At least. We get a 4. So plus 2, that's going to be 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To get on the planets. So 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So using my impulse for 3 extra, I can go 1, I'm there, aren't I? You know, 1, 2, 3. No, I can't make it. Ooh. What to do? I need to get on the planet. I'm going to use the disruptor field. So that's an energy cost of 2, but if I manage to get onto the planet, then I get that energy back. So I'm now on a single energy. Ooh, I need to pass this. So we spent 2 energy and I've got to roll a d20 and I've got to get over an 8. Anything over an 8 is fine. I don't, yeah, even if nothing happens, I don't get a bounty. The field's just out of frequency. So come on. You can do it. D20. And I need over an 8. Come on! A 16, yes. So we had so using that, did I have 1 left? Oh no, I'll be using my impulse. Yeah, so I will be using my impulse. We rolled a 16 and I'm just going to go 1, 2. So we got on the planet, we've managed to sneak in. We couldn't afford to use the front door because we didn't have enough oomph. We've had to sneak through the planetary boundary there, but because of our disruptor field, we were able to do it. So at least she's got on the planet, thankfully. Okay, right. So what happened there? We went down to Pelmont. We harvested a cyber cube. We used our recall token for 2 energy. Then we moved up to right to the edge of the planetary shield for Kempler 2, used our impulse and our disruptor shield, and we managed to land on the planet. Okay, great stuff. Let's get to the business phase. And here we are at the business phase. Whew, only just. So we get all that energy back, thankfully. Good job. Okay, we just managed to get back in time. There's still nothing we can do about the damage because we haven't got any money. Well, there is. There is. We'll put these onto disarmed. 2, 3. We are, in fact, yeah, I've got a plan. Oh, and 1 armed marker short because I've left it on the board, so put it on there. Okay, there is something we can do, and we're going to do it. We are going to sell an outfit, and I'm going to keep my GTS. We're going to sell the Halon engine. No, we're not. We're going to sell the GTS for 1,000. So remember, it's half rounded up. So we still get our 1,000. That's a bit of a bummer. I don't really want to get rid of it. But that will give us 1,000 credits, which we're immediately going to spend on getting rid of all of this damage. We just need to get rid of this damage. I don't like it being on the ship. So we're just going to have to go with our normal Halon engine for the next turn. We'll get a GTS back as soon as we get some money. But yeah, let's get rid of that damage. It was annoying me. Okay, so we managed to get rid of the damage because we sold our GTS. And I don't think we're going to do anything else during our business phase. No, we're not. So let's move on to the status phase. Here we are at the status phase. So we can rearm all these. It would normally cost us 3 energy, 1, 2, 3, but we get all the energy back because we're on the planet. We get our impulse drive back. And that is it. We didn't get any fame for anything, I don't think. And there is nothing else. We didn't get any ice damage, anything like that. So that is it for the skimmer. We did manage not much of a turn. Lost our GTS to get rid of that damage, but we managed to pick up a cyber, which means we can complete this for 2,000. But if we could get a hollow from somewhere, we can put that to 4,000. So if we go to Burning Horse, pick up a hollow, and then make our way to Calicus, we can get ourselves 4,000 credits. So we might do that. We might do that. In fact, I think that's the only plan we've got, because we've got no money whatsoever. So we can't even trade because we've got no money. So we'll have to complete this mission. Okay, so that is it for the skimmer and for Vesvirgo. And she's not looking after any of the NPCs. So I think that is it for this turn and for this episode. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the views, the subscriptions, for all the likes and all the dislikes. You're still watching, so brilliant. Anybody who's been across to Board Game Links to upvote the site, thank you. And similarly, anybody on BGG who's liked the video threads or dropped Geek Gold or made a comment, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the help and support. And any followers on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, that sort of things, thank you very much. That is it for episode 4. I hope you will join me for episode 5. It is hotting up. And the only one who's having a bit of a problem at the moment is Vess. Johnny, and Johnny is doing really well. He's really trucking on, and the other two have caught up. So Aqua Scion and Cobra Hex, they were lagging a bit, but they've really had a good turn this turn, and they've got 2 new ships. So excellent. Okay, as I say, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you for episode 5. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, saying toodaloo.